What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. Welcome to another technical guide episode. This one is going to be about the Wavedash, the Mishima Wavedash, and pretty much all the theory behind it. Why we use it, what are its advantages, are there any special tricks? I'm sure you know there are quite a few cancels we can utilize with it, so I'm gonna go through all of it. This is of course not the first time I've done a video on a Wavedash, but I've never covered all of the points I'm about to mention in one and the same video. So yeah, I'm doing that right now. It's nice to have one video to send people to. So Wavedash is basically a series of crouch dashes. Crouch dash is forward, neutral, and then you can basically do a Hadouken, core circle forward. You know what? I'm actually gonna turn on command history here. So as you can see here, all I'm doing is forward, neutral, and then a Hadouken, core circle forward, and Kazuya will do the crouch dash, just like it sounds. It's a dashing crouching while dashing, however you want it. And as he's doing this, he high crushes. It's as soon as he commits to an attack, like a hell sweep, he immediately loses the high crush. Even though it looks like Kazuya is ducking when he does hell sweep, don't you love these old animations? How I wish when he's biting Shaheen's hand. That's a dirty trick, man. Oh, Kazuya. I wish they would update these animations, these legacy. I mean, this animation has been there since what, Tekken 1. You know, you could update it. But it looks like Kazuya's crouching, and technically he is, but his hitbox is not crouching. You can still jab him here. So that's a big weakness with the hell sweep, although it would be too strong if it high crushed, I feel. That's the whole point of a character, make them respect you and then mix up. So again, high crush in the stance, but as soon as you press a button, you are not in high crush anymore unless you're doing a Thunder God Fist. And of course, in the stance, we have access to stance unique attacks like Hell Sweep and Thunder God Fist. But that's not a very good mid, which is why this stance is useless if it weren't for, you see -16, would be useless if it weren't for the ability to cancel the stance. Because naturally we want to do this. You know, we don't want to do this. I mean, it basically says itself. So the stance is nothing unless you learn how to cancel it. And so basically wave dashing is just forcing the crouch dash stance onto my opponent. You know, instead of doing it once and then we go back to neutral, I can just force. I can stay in the stance and apply pressure on the opponent utilizing the stance mix-ups, which in this case with Kazuya is with 50-50. Same with Devil Jin, and with Heihachi not so much. So another thing to mention regarding linking crouch dashes into a wave dash sequence, and this is just done by doing crouch dash over and over. I have a video where I specifically talk about, this is going to be more like wave dash theory. If you're interested in getting a good wave dash, I'm gonna link in the description a video that will teach you how to wave dash. So please check that out. But in terms of theory here, if I wave dash slowly, I can very quickly get my opponent to the wall. This is because if you do it slowly, you get very long crouch dashes. And these are like very aggressive in terms of a distance, closing the distance. Kazuya can literally, it's faster than running. If you do it properly, he'll be in your face like that, applying a mix-up. So that's something worth thinking about when you're doing wave dashing, because if you do it very quickly, it's way slower. It's slower to close the gap, and you see very slowly take him to the wall. And again, just for comparison, you see here I can take you to the wall very quickly, whereas here it's snail pace in comparison. But so why do we want to do this, a fast one, other than that it looks gorgeous? Fabulous. It does look really cool, doesn't it? But there's a reason we do it fast. Rather than look cool, it's all about tracking the opponent. If I do a slow crouch dash, I get some tracking, but not too much. If I do a fast wave dash, you'll note that Kazuya's face is always completely aligned with the opponent and his torso. You note that? It's like I'm staring deep into Shaheen's beautiful eyes. I never let go. I will never let him go. This is why we wave dash very, very quickly, preferably. Oh my god. If I do this properly, I can actually get the hell sweep to connect, even though it has literally zero tracking to that side. And it's because I'm tracking so fast with that fast wave dash that the hell sweep just connects almost instantaneously, and he has no time to it just realigns perfectly. So that's when you know you're doing it correctly. So that is the insane strength of a fast wave dash. I can force my mix-up even though you're sidewalking towards my very weak side. So now I hope you understand, you know, the pacing of a wave dash, why you'll see people do this quickly. It's not only about looking really cool, it's about actually forcing people to take this mix-up, even though they're sidewalking. Nice. So the next thing I want to talk about is while standing 4. If I'm crouching, I can do a while standing 4. This is an 11 frame mid poke that's +8. That's ridiculously good. And on block, it's -3. If I can get him to block, that is. There we go. Sorry. That is very, very powerful. And you can do this from crouch dash at like 14, 15 frames by doing a crouch dash, inputting neutral, and then you press 4. It's gonna look like this: forward, neutral, Hadouken, and then not on the same frame. As you can see there, the 4 here is not right below the last direction there. It's 1 frame later. That's because I'm letting go, and there's a neutral. This is a very good poke. If I want to do it quickly from standing, I'll do that. From a crouch dash. It's slower actually to duck and then do while standing 4. Most people don't understand that. It's faster to do a crouch dash. I'm doing it so quickly, you can't even see the crouch dash. If you do it really quickly, you won't even see Kazuya's head go down at all. Oh, sorry. You see? Being very fast. This is a technique you have to learn how to do, because this means you have an 11 frame check, basically. If I'm standing all the way over here, and I crouch dash in, closing the gap with the crouch dash, I've already done the input of a crouch dash. Forward, neutral, chord circle forward. So as soon as I press 4, I have an 11 frame mid check. Again, it's just something worth thinking about. Or if you do, a lot of people think, I'm gonna electric, you know, you just stand and input the whole motion. But you'll see high-level players sometimes, they do a crouch dash in, and then you can confirm your opponent pressing something or moving, and you just tap 2, and, you know, it comes out at 11 frames. The animation itself, the attack itself from the stance. So you can actually, you can play around with distance. Quite a bit with this stance. I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. If I do a while standing 4 from point blank like this, it comes out at like 14, 15 frames due to the execution. If I do the execution part over here and then slide in, crouch dash covers a lot of space, I can just press 4 to get an 11 frame mid check. Right? So yeah, it's really good. And then we have to learn how to do crouch dash into down forward 1. A lot of people are unable to do this. It's the same principle as bounding like this and then dashing into down forward 1 for a post screw wall ender. No, combo ender, sorry. Let's see, I can't even do a combo like so, and then I'm gonna dash in to put it. Only one Rick. You'll never see me drop this in a single match, but on YouTube, it's dear lord. So, I'm gonna dash in, down forward 1, forward 2, put him on the wall, and then dash in, down forward 1, 4. So the way I do this, if you do it the wrong way, you'll probably get run into a Thunder God Fist. But what you do is you double tap forward to dash, and then you hold, and then you slide into down forward 1. So you never let go of your directional input. You never go back to neutral. Forward, forward, hold forward, and then slide immediately into down forward 1. Don't go back to neutral. So that's how you do that. And the exact same idea applies to crouch dash canceling into down forward 1. You wave dash, you end in forward, you cancel always a crouch dash by tapping forward, and then you slide into down forward 1. Pretty cool, right? And then another sort of theory thing to keep in mind, again, crouch dash, tap forward to cancel the wave dash. We get a forward attack if we tap forward with an attack. And this is because when Kazuya does a crouch dash or any Mishima, the first forward input you input forward, that one is buffered. The stance sort of keeps that in its stance memory. There's already one forward. So crouch dash forward 3 turns into forward 3. And that's exactly the cancel we want to apply our 50-50. Forward 3, safe mid launcher, -3 on block, mixing that with house sweep. And again, waving really quickly to realign people against people stepping. Forward 3 is so slow though that no amount of realigning will work on someone constantly sidewalking. Doesn't matter how well you wave dash. So do keep that in mind, and that's where you threaten with Weibu Fujinuraken or Weibu while standing 2. God, if I can do it. There we go. Not that difficult. Let's see. Right. And of course the forward means that you can do anything. You can wave into jabs, you can wave into an electric. As long as you tap that forward, you can do anything, obviously. And then the final thing I'd like to talk about is what a crouch dash does to kind of transform certain attacks. It's like while standing 2 has a lot of range. It's a long range mid homing launcher. I mean, it's a good move. It is -18 on block, but it does come out at 16 frames. And it's just big damage if it hits. It's a really good move. But something you'll see Boa do a lot, and a lot of elite Kazuya players, is that they just want to give this move more reach. It's like it already hits very far, but if we can give it even more reach, it's so disgusting. And it can really threaten people who are standing far away from you, moving about, sidestepping, doing anything, or backdashing. Because it is homing. Natural hit launcher, no counter hit needed. And with the extra range, we can even split people backdashing. So if you do this properly, it just looks like a dashing while standing 2. You see? Here, normal while standing 2, doesn't reach. That's instant crouch dash while standing 2. Crouch dash, instant while standing 2. You'll see Boa use this a lot. So much range, so much homing, so threatening. So crouch dash just changes that attack. And it's the same with Fujinuraken, like no range. But if you crouch dash into it, like this is a super strong pressure tool. And only thanks to the new range it gets due to the crouch dash cancel. Same applies to forward 3. You know, apply a crouch dash, and this hits from a million miles away. This is just one crouch dash. That's one crouch dash. So, you know, crouch dash just transforms his attacks. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. And again, in my Wavedash video, I will teach you how to do the one I'm linking in the description. It teaches you how to do the while standing stuff, while standing counters. I'm just trying to discuss the theory here. But, you know, quickly we can say that you do a crouch dash, and then neutral, and then you hit back two. I've done it a couple of times in a row. You can see what it looks like there. So crouch dash, neutral, and then back two. Of course, Uraken and while standing two are so good to have here from a crouch dash due to the added distance traveled. So this is this is some Wavedash theory. I hope you learned something. I hope it was interesting, and yeah, I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.